Hey, everybody. Ooh, we are live.
Right. Can we say I am literally just sitting at my desk? Like, hi.
Hi, we are live, guys.
Like, when I tell you, I literally.
What? Oh, I knew you were going to be fashionably, a little bit late, But hey, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome. We're waiting on our other party. We're waiting. I don't know where she is, but we're getting a little strip tease on this. Okay.
I'm trying to tell you, I just parked my car.
Hey, guys. Hi. Come on in. Tell a friend. We're back. We are
Yes.
back. Kind of.
Yeah, we getting there. We getting back to our normal Monday.
Right.
Yes, this is how much I'm like literally just walking in.
That was perfect timing. I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and go live.
And here I am. Yay.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Hi. Everybody, please say hi. Say hi.
Yes, if you are here, please say hi.
Please say hello. And say where you're from, and we'll go from there. We're gonna give Jasmine a couple more seconds. I'm sure she's wrapping up something too. You know, we're all
we some very busy people. That's what it is.
Right now it's cray. Good evening. Whoever said good evening, let us know.
Yes, whoever said that.
Columbus, Ohio. We got the Buckeye State in the house. Yes. Hey, Lorenzo.
My deep voice, mister.
They talking about Dani needs a corkscrew for her water.
I know, right?
Hey, everybody on my, I'm also doing Instagram, so I'm simulcasting.
Yes, I do have water.
She has water, but she also has wine. So wine and water. There we go.
Absolutely.
There you go. I'm just doing water because I have to get up early and drive. So I really need
hardest working woman in Cleveland is what I'm gonna call you.
Oh God. Well, you know why? Yeah, we all know why. Ooh wee. And if you don't, you've been under a rock for the past 9 months. Oh my goodness.
That part.
He said water chaser. Hey, hello.
Okay, why can I not?
You can't what?
I see nothing in the box.
I don't know. I wish Jasmine would pop on here so we could let me see where she's at. Let me just go over there real quick. Let me just see where she's at. I'm gonna tell her we got folks.
Right. We got people waiting for you.
And we can't see who they are because we know where they're coming from.
That part.
So, welcome everybody. Welcome. Oh my gosh. Monday. We're back on Monday nights. Yes. Kind of like Monday Night Football. Yay. Sunday was just too difficult for me. It wound up being, I thought it was going to be easy. And then I really forgot that.
You work on the weekends like that? Like, yeah. I mean, I understood.
I tried, but trying to drive back from events and trying to
yeah.
No, it was just not a good look. It just was not. I wanted to give it my undivided attention and I couldn't because I'm watching the road and it was just terrible. So
and we don't like when you traveling. We don't like when you traveling and you got to be in different places while we do this show. When we worried about you, like this one right here. Well, now we worried about her.
Yeah.
We need you to be safe too.
Oh, there's Purple Rain.
I thought I had already gotten on here. I was completely distracted.
Okay, well, hello, ma'am. Hello.
Hi.
We on
Hi, I'm
That's our
sorry.
first.
I'm being bad today. I'm not used to the new back to the new schedule yet.
The new old schedule. The new old
new
schedule.
Yeah, the new old schedule.
Yes, the new old. Yes.
The new old schedule. We back on. We don't just give us a little time. We'll get back on track, y'all.
Like, yeah, because trust me, we are very much so. It's not like we just lollygagging or nothing like that. Like, Purple Rain is getting off work. I'm literally getting off work a half hour before we start. Miss JewCee is always on the run and on the go. So just give us grace, please.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you.
I ain't even all the way set up. See, you can even see outside still.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah, give me a second.
Girl, it has been. Jasmine, I don't know, Purple Rain, I don't know if you're froze up, but your picture is froze with your finger in your mouth. Okay.
That part.
Well, it's because I'm trying to get logged in so it can get on my social.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, whatever it takes, ladies, we are back together. I swear to God, it's so
been too long.
Right. We back in the habit now. We back in the habit.
We own it. We're moving.
We back in the habit right now. It's everybody take a breath.
Very much so needed.
Oh my goodness. Well, welcome everyone to another marvelous Monday on JewCee Tales Erotic Chat. I am your hostess with the mostest, Ms. JewCee. And of course, I could not do this show without my beautiful, gorgeous, vivacious, totally off the chain co-host. First, all the way out in California, we have Miss Siren. I thought you'd enjoy that.
I love
it. In Indianapolis, Indiana, we have Miss Purple Rain.
It ain't gonna be on my social media today. Hey y'all, I'll add it later because I'm driving and I can't get it to log in.
And we need you to be safe. We need you to be safe.
We'll be safe. We'll get there when we get.
Right.
So, gosh, guys,
it's okay.
It has been a minute. Okay, a minute. I'm hoarse. I'm dry. I'm tired. I'm everything. Okay, I'm everything. But I just want to let everyone know. Oh, Purple Rain. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we hear you. Yeah, can you imagine?
I know, right? Why are you so tired? Oh my God, I don't understand your life right now.
Oh, it's just chaotic. That's all. It's
so is mine.
There's a little thing called EEE that's coming out. It's a little thing. Little 2-day event, no big deal.
Yeah, that we're having in October, and that if you don't have your tickets, you need to get right to help now. Like, come on.
Right. Come on.
I wish I had some powder.
Right now. What? I'm too hungover for y'all to be with the shenanigans today, okay?
Oh.
Yes, Miss Purple Rain was showing out at Funcation. I understand.
I was in the thing. I got kidnapped 3 times.
Oh.
I just saw little glimpses and was extremely jealous. That's all I'll say.
I got kidnapped 3 times. I got kidnapped 3 times on Saturday night, Sunday morning. He's 6'5" from Philly. I'm just,
Ooh.
I know, right?
Somebody said fuckcation was fulfilling.
Ooh.
What was y'all
Yeah.
feeling? Never mind. Grown folk.
It was like that's all I'm gonna say. It was worth it. For it to be the last fuckcation, it was worth it.
She put a thing down, flipped it, and reversed it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, so for some folks that don't know what it is, why don't you can you elaborate a little bit so people
I
will
can.
understand?
So, Fuckcation was a hotel takeover put on by the two owners, Dana, Queen of Hearts, and Vaishon Humphrey. They've been doing this event now. This was the fifth or sixth one, technically.
We're freezing. She's freezing. I want
Was
to
Summer
know.
Vacation number 3. No, it's my screen. Hold on. Can y'all see me now?
You're
Can you
frozen,
see
but
me
we can
now?
hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the two owners, they did this hotel takeover. We started at a smaller hotel a few years ago, and years it's been at a really big hotel, and it's been over 1,000 people. You have guest speakers and a whole bunch of freaks all in one hotel getting it on, having fun, playing in the dungeon, swinging from the chandeliers, literally. Um, one of the tops in the dungeon is skilled in shibari, and he rigged somebody up next to the disco ball on the dance floor. When I tell you, it was life. I had never had and I always have fun at Funcation, but I've never had this much fun. It was so much to do that I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. It was
Somebody
life.
said vlog massages. Okay, we got vlog massages going on. All right.
I did do some personal sessions in my room. I got to light some people on fire and flog some people and wax some people down. Like it was amazing.
Well, that's the whole point of people don't understand some of these events that people go to. So would you say that this was more in the BDSM house?
No, this was more of a swinger event with a little bit of BDSM thrown in. Vacation
Okay.
is all about swinging and having fun.
Okay.
It is a swingers hotel takeover.
Okay.
Okay, so Purple Rain, that's Moses speaking, Justin, if you wanted to know.
Oh, hey Moses. Oh yeah, he worshipped on me, girl. Hey Moses.
All right, don't crash. Okay,
Please,
don't crash.
right, for real.
I'm not gonna crash. I'm in full control.
Okay, I was gonna say pull to the side of the road, please, if you're gonna have a moment.
I'm almost to my destination, so we ain't gonna do that.
Okay. And so this was a swingers, and so like for people that are tuning in for the first time to our show, we have people from all genres of the lifestyle, all types of different genres. We definitely try to make sure that we have a lot of variety, and some events that people have or that they go to are for a certain genre, and you have to understand that when you go to these events, make sure you ask a lot of questions. What's going to happen, what type of an event it is, so that you understand completely what you're stepping into. Because some folks, and I know Purple Rain and I, we've been in those situations where people have a certain expectation of an event, and that's not what the event is about. But they never ask any questions.
Yep.
they, they didn't. So, yeah, we want to make sure that everybody understands what you step into when you get to go to these events and be a part of them. Um, and understand, it's a swingers party, or it's a BDSM party, or it's a lifestyle party. So we want people to understand there's a lot of different types of events that might have sex in them. They're not all the same type of event. There are different types. And I can't stress that enough, because I'm always hearing about people that thought it was going to be, they go to an event and they think it's going to be a fuck.
Yeah. No, that's a benefit. Like, that's not even what any of these events is about. They're about just getting together and partying with like-minded people. Sex is a benefit. It is not something that is expected. I fully go to any event, especially swinger events. I fully go in with the expectation of just having fun. If sex happens, great. If it doesn't, great. I am all about the experience and hanging out with my friends, because most of the people that I'm going to see there, I might have not seen in a while because we don't all live in the same city.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends that I've met through. I have a lot of friends and associates that I've met through these events, and that's when we see each other. And I'm just genuinely happy to see them. If sex happens, but it's not something that you should think that going into this event that you are required to get just because you paid your money.
Exactly. Oh boy.
And I think what you just said right there was good to say, because that's something that actually, before I actually even knew anything about any of this, that's what I thought it was. I thought that was an expectation. Like, if you went, it's expected of you to do X, Y, and Z. But of course, now that I know who I know, these lovely ladies, I know that is not it. It's not even close to what it is. So, I
Yeah.
feel a whole lot better.
It's good that people, I mean, like I said, Dani, from your perspective in the field that you're in, you understand completely that people probably get a lot of this thought process from entertainment.
Porn is entertainment only.
What'd she say?
Remember that.
She said it.
But a lot of people think that, they see some of this stuff on television or in the movies, or I remember, oh my gosh, I wanted a friend to kind of go out. There was a mansion that I wanted. It was a mini mansion in outside of Indianapolis that I was looking at, and it was at a Steel. And I wanted it to be a place where we could actually, in the lifestyle, could host parties. So I had talked to a friend about going into business, because he had the backing, he had the money, and this person. So he was interested. He was very interested, and that since he was going to be putting up the money, he wanted to do this, that, and the other. And his concept was that everybody just comes in and puts on a white robe.
I like that. They do that in Europe.
But every week in and week out, just a white robe. Everybody.
Oh, no.
What was that supposed to do?
Obviously, you're supposed to be trying to get to the fucking faster, I guess, in his mind.
Well, I know in Europe they do it because they're basically based in bathhouses. So everybody takes off their clothes, whether or not they play or not. You walk in the door, and at the front desk, they give you a white robe and everybody comes in. But that's a European thing.
But that also doesn't mean that that is mandatory that you do something.
Right. No.
So to me, what it sounds like she's saying is that he did that because it was mandatory that you got dirty.
Right.
Yeah, no.
And that's a turnoff for me. If I'm a person that needs to feel some kind of connection to somebody to do anything, you're not gonna just make me do something.
That part.
It don't work like that. That's not consent.
And the other part about that too that I didn't like, because I understand the lifestyle that I'm in and the lifestyle events and parties that I go to. I don't even go to any parties that say you have to be undressed at midnight.
Right.
That's a such
I don't
thing?
even. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
there's
I'm
a such
learning.
thing.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah, you a lot of times it's on the information that you get, but sometimes it's not. But a lot of times it is on the information that you get. That everybody has to
Nowadays, yeah, I'm gonna say nowadays they won't say naked by midnight, but it'll say dressed down by midnight, meaning lingerie or naked, dressed down by midnight.
Okay, but saying that you have to be dressed in a certain kind of way is one thing. Saying that I have to participate by doing something, that's not cool.
Well, they're not gonna ever say that, but saying that everybody has to be dressed down is like saying they have to participate. That's basically what they're getting at.
And a lot of it is, some people are not, especially if you're new to this, if it's like your first event that you're going to, you may not feel comfortable enough or not be in a comfortable atmosphere where you're ready to take it all off or be in your negligees or be in your, because there are some people right now, especially even years ago when I was going to the mansion in Chicago, there's a lot of people that don't know the rules and regulations, and they just open up the doors and let anybody in, and then women groped, and I almost broke a guy's hand once. That was hilarious. That was, yes, I did.
I wouldn't have almost broke it. I would have broke it.
Well, he was like, believe me, it hurt. And I got an apology right then and there. Okay. So he grabbed, and I didn't give him permission. And he had no, there was no consent. There was no chatting. I'm walking through and you think you're going to put your hand on my breast, and that's not happening. I don't know you. You don't know me. I'm just walking through. And at that particular, so, I mean, there are policies and rules and regulation, but at that time, I think that was one of the last times I went to the mansion, because it had gotten so out of hand. They were just letting anybody and everybody in just to make money at the door. And it was just a bunch of guys gawking and looking and not doing anything. Nobody participated hardly. It had just gotten to the point where it wasn't enjoyable anymore.
So we're saying all of this to say that's not what's happening at EEE in October.
Thank you. No.
We will definitely have fun. Hi, James. We will have 2 floors of all the wonderful erotic edutainment that anyone could buy. It's actually worth more than what we're selling our tickets for. But you do definitely want to see the Erotic 7. Did you hear? She said glory hole.
Just threw that in there. And the glory hole will be in the building. Yes.
Yes, the glory hole.
That's a benefit. I have to tell them the benefits. Yes, it's going to be edutainment, but we're going to have a glory hole.
Yes, glory holes. So we're going to have the Erotic 7, the glory holes, as well as the absolutely fucking, like, JewCee, please tell them, so I can just be over here excited, because you already know how I feel right now. My heart is like, and I'm like so freaking excited for this.
And you all understand why I'm so damn tired. Okay.
Baby, when I tell you, I'm like, can I put my name in the bag for him to flog me again, please?
Girl,
please, and thank you.
You just gonna have all the fun. You're gonna be in the front row at the face sitting class. You want to get flogged by King Noir. Girl,
and why shouldn't I?
Save some fun for the rest of us. Damn it.
I feel like y'all should be with me. With
okay.
Conjunction.
Say that the
event is running.
I live in LA where they say, hold on. I live in LA where they say it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
I'm gonna put it to y'all. This
We just gonna be we gonna be making sure the event is running smoothly. But I got you. Just say that then. Okay, I got you. Got you. We're gonna be right there with you. Okay.
We're gonna take turns. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
rotate. I'll be on lookout.
And
watch.
I'm just gonna pay him for a private session. I'm just saying. I want a private.
So here's the
I don't
thing.
know. I don't think I can handle a private. I don't think I can handle a private.
Let folks know. So
it'd be a big old pool in the whole room. Sorry.
The Erotic experience is going down in October. October 27th and 28th in Cleveland, Ohio. You definitely want to get your tickets. We want to thank all of the folks that have already gone out with just the little bit that we announced earlier to get their tickets, because they already know. Sign me up. Baby, just take your willy on over to the hole. You be fine.
That's all you got to do.
Okay. So, for those of you that, if you've been under a rock and you haven't paid attention to any of our pages, so the Ebony Erotic Experience, the Second Coming Burlesque Edition, happens October 27th and 28th in Cleveland, Ohio. This event is for POCs and their admirers. Okay, so pretty much everybody's welcome. Okay. But we are definitely catering to our people of color. All of our featured guests and special guests are people of color. And in the house we have so far, we are not done. Okay, I want to stress that. We are not done making announcements about who is going to be in the house. Okay, for 2 days. We are not done. So, first off, we have Lady V and D Black out of Atlanta, Georgia, coming to join us. This couple is been married for 19 years. They are a swingers couple, as well as sexuality coaches, as well as they are teaching Thanksgiving classes. Okay.
I can't wait.
He said, any midgets asking for my... Nah, go somewhere. Go on. Go to the corner.
You in the corner for 5 minutes. Go to the corner. Judy, make him go to the corner.
Who said that?
Nas said that. Go to the corner.
Yes. Judy, make him go to the corner.
Is Nas on Instagram?
No, he's on here.
He's here.
He's in here with us.
So, because he just got bad, so he can't join us right this second. Go to the corner and we'll get you on.
Yes, you got 5 minutes in the corner. Judy, handle it.
You got it. We have after that we have all the way from Barbados. We're getting the flight together this month. Yay! All the way from Barbados, we
need to have a sound that says splash.
The passion poet himself, Mr. Robert Gibson, will be in the house with us for 2 days, and he's a dom.
All the eargasms coming. All the eargasms.
So he's going to be joining us. Also, all the way hosting for us from Chicago, Illinois, we have Mr. Hood Raised in the house, Mr. Ollie Woods. And let me just tell you, this man, he can throw it down. He can throw it down. He can throw it down. Yes, yes, yes. Our female hostess and comedian, all the way from Indianapolis, Indiana, is going to be Miss Hollywood. Yes. Oh, this girl is something else. This is her first event like this, so she's going to be in rare form. Okay?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
She's going to be in rare form. Then, from the Midwest, once again, a good friend of mine that we talked into this. No, I didn't. It didn't take much. She just like, yeah, I'll be there. We have one of the top female entertainers in the Midwest. We have Miss Roxy on the pole.
Friend of the show.
Woo, she is going to not only be doing some pole stuff, but y'all get to take some pole classes. Come on. Come on.
Let's go.
Wow. You get to do some pole work. Okay. She's bringing some poles, and I hear everybody come a little closer. Bringing some friends with her.
That part. Bring your ones.
Get your money ready, fellas. Get your money ready. We ain't forgot.
Ladies too. Ladies too.
Well,
Everybody.
Everybody bring some money. Everybody bring some money.
Let's make it rain, baby. Let's make it rain. Come on.
It's gonna be a little bit for everybody. A little bit for everybody. But we wanted to make sure that the fellas had a little something for themselves as well. We're not saying the ladies can't be in that room or in that area, but we definitely are making sure that our men's are catered to. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then, and this one, you all know this one is near and dear to my heart. All the way from Florida. Yes. The king and queen of Erotica will be in the house for 2 days. King Noir and Jet Setting Jasmine. Yes.
Do you know what I did not do the last time?
They are returning. This is not the first time. This is them returning. And let me tell you something. I want to tell you all this so that you all understand. I made one little call, sent one little email, told them we were doing this again. This was back in January. So I've known that they were coming since January. But I had to keep my mouth shut because I didn't want to let it out the bag that they're coming. I wanted to wait. So
she wanted to torture me. That's what that was.
Me and them have been back and forth since January. Jed is like, we'll be there. I'm like, okay.
But you know something? What I did not do the last time that I'm going to definitely attempt to do with his permission. I just want to touch his stomach and his chest. That's all I want to do. I don't need to do nothing else. I just want to have my hands and just.
Okay.
That's it. I don't need nothing else. Nothing else. I just
such a
like
horn
no,
dog.
because if you could have saw it in person.
I've seen it.
It's just, here's the thing about this couple. What is so special to me about them is not only are they gifted and talented in BDSM, but they are educators as well, and they teach so that you guys will definitely be getting knowledge. And that to me is the most important thing about this event, is passing on the knowledge of being in the lifestyle, being BDSM, being a swinger, being poly, being a dom, being a dominatrix, understanding all of the different genres that we're going to have in this building at one time.
And they're definitely mental health specialists as well.
Yes. So we're not just bringing anyone ordinary, okay?
Not at all.
We bring in the cream of the crop, and we are not done. I want you to understand that we are not done with our announcements. But to land King Noir and Jet Setting Jasmine, who are everywhere. Matter of fact, when we announced them, they were in London. Jasmine, you need to mute, honey. You need to mute. We're getting all your background.
Okay.
So they were in London. They're in London, England, when we announced that they were going to be at EEE.
International, baby.
International.
Trying to get my
traveling all over the world with what they do.
Hold on.
They're asked to be there. They're asked to perform. They're asked to do demonstrations. They're asked to speak. And this is how important it is to have representation in this lifestyle. Not to mention, they are two of the most gorgeous, wonderful, fantastic people ever. So
both of them are absolutely fucking beautiful. Like Jasmine herself alone, I get goddess vibes from her. I really do.
Oh yeah. And she's teaching steel and stilettos.
We had so much fun. We had so much fun.
She's doing it again. I asked her, would she teach steel and stilettos? And she's going to. So, I mean, if you guys missed our first one and you missed this couple, they were at that point really just kind of breaking out. And in 5 years, oh my God, they are phenomenal. They're worldwide. They're Playboy Channel. They're everywhere.
They've been on some of everything, like for real. In my world, in the film world, they've actually been on a lot of different podcasts, television shows, like network shows, like, and it's very, like I said, it's educational. They're very much so here. So if you think that this is just gonna be some they just look good, oh no, baby. If you're anything like me and you were sapiosexual.
And on top of that, even with Lady V and D Black, they've been on CNN talking. We have people that are out there really promoting these lifestyles in a healthy, educational way, because you need to be educated in order to step into this correctly. I've been in the lifestyle for more years than I plan on telling y'all, but and I had retired, and Purple Rain knows that I have retired. Don't look at me like that.
Ooh.
I have retired. I had let it go. I was good. I had let it go. But you know, there's been several people, and it hasn't just been the crew that I'm with now, but there's been other people outside of all of this that have whispered in my ear or sent me a text or sent me an email. When are you going to do something else? When are you going to get back and really do parties? When are you really going to get back and educate? Our people need education. They need to understand what they're stepping into. So number one, they can really have a good time. Number two, they can have options. Number three, they can understand what they're stepping into. That's the most important part. You have to understand what you're stepping into. You don't just go willy-nilly, all hog wild into something and you have no clue. Some of this, of what we do, especially in the BDSM world, you can hurt somebody. Okay? You can cause some bodily injury. You can cause some physical injuries. You can cause death. If you get with somebody that doesn't listen to you, that doesn't, if you're a sub or a slave, they don't listen to you. You can have some people that can mess you up mentally because they're not doing certain things that they're supposed to be doing during your sessions. So it's very important that we have integrity when we're in this lifestyle, and the people that we're bringing to this event have that. And they have the teaching ability to show you how to flog. If you want to flog somebody, they're going to show you how to do it correctly, not haul from left field. I saw some of that a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, oh my God. No warm up, no nothing. Just started wailing. And the person is telling you this hurts. Stop. No, I don't like it like this. And the person that was doing it just kept doing it. So Cameron Moody said mental damage as well. Yes, definitely. And I have been so fortunate. Some of you know, some of you don't know. Mostly I am a switch. I am mostly a submissive. Hey, multiple, hi. I'm on Instagram too. So I was very fortunate that my first dom, before we did anything, I had 6 months of studying to do. 6 months. Read this article. Tell me what you think of this. Blah, 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 blah. Fine. Because I didn't know what I was. I didn't know what kind of submissive I was. And I'm now talking to Dommies, and I think I'm going to do something with them, working with the young Dommies that are coming up, because I think they need to understand what kind of dominatrix you are. Because everything isn't for everybody, okay? I really want to stress that. Yes, Lorenzo, you never stop learning. Exactly. Yes. But a lot of people are learning incorrectly. A lot of people are teaching irresponsibly. And a lot of things are very reckless. And it's getting to the point. I'm going to tell you, I got to see at the dungeon. You guys saw the pictures of that dungeon that's here in Cleveland. Yeah. And guess what? I found out it's like 7 minutes from my house. I'm like, what the hell? So it's absolutely gorgeous. It's huge. It's beautiful. It's in a spot that you wouldn't even think, and how it's made is stunning. Um, he's oh, Lorenzo says I'm mentoring DOMs now. They need it. They need to be. I feel, and I was talking to another dominatrix about this, and we feel it needs to. Vetting is one thing, but I can sit up there and tell you a whole bunch of lies. Vetting is one thing. Trying to vet somebody, I feel, to me, and for y'all that's out there doing it, that's your zhush. For me, that's a waste of damn time.
I had a guy tell me, "Yeah, I'm a dom." The conversation did not move past that. I was over it because I do understand that doms don't announce that.
Shouldn't have to. Should be in your demeanor.
That part.
If I'm submissive, which I am very submissive, if someone sits next to me and they start talking and saying I'm like this now. I was over here a minute ago, but you started saying the right shit, so I'm go ahead.
That social media vetting ain't no joke. Like, don't do that. Because anybody can be anything they want on camera. But when it comes down to actually being in your space, yeah, they don't advertise.
I learned a long time ago. Now I do know pro doms, and I understand because I'm on that side of the house that we kind of post our stuff, which is a form of advertising. But even with some of those pro doms, there's some I still won't mess with or give my submissive energy to because they don't say or have the right demeanor. They fake.
Mm-hmm.
My submissive energy, especially my brat, my brat energy only comes out with certain dominant energies. Like it's something about them that draws me to them and makes me want to just sit next to them kneeling and act like nobody else exists. It takes a lot. You got to have a lot of masculine dominant energy to make me do that. Because my dominant side will come out and kick you in your ass in a minute. I had a dude act like
it does.
I had a dude hit me up. I had a dude hit me up on social media talking about you want to be my sub or my sub, and then all of a sudden he started throwing out words like bitch and don't tell me no and da da da. I don't know you. You got me fucked up, and I will fuck you up. Like who you talking to? Because my submission is a gift, and what you not gonna do is treat me like some hoe on the street, because that ain't it.
Lorenzo stated the mind of Dom has to be very strong to enter the mind of a brat. And the thing of it is that a lot of people we're forgetting to teach, and it's not just in this lifestyle. It's throughout. It's in schools. It's in sex classes. It's in some of these youth that are coming out of high school can't put a sentence together, can't read. We've just passed them along just to get them out of our hair. They become functional illiterates. I've met a lot, okay, in my positions as an executive assistant. We are not reaching one, teaching one like we should be. And it's in all types, in all genres, all throughout our lifestyle. We've got these young men out here that are just lost, and young ladies that are lost. We got young ladies that don't even know what a cup of sugar is. We have people that can't count change at the register. They don't even know how to make $1 out of change. They have no clue.
They don't even know how many holes a woman has down there.
There's a lot of things that we're not doing anymore. So everything is computerized, and that's all well and good. But at some particular point in time, we have to get back to human nature, human touch, human communication, where we are sitting down and we are talking and we are vibing and we are like we did and like we will do coming up. Because one of the best parts of our first Ebony Erotic experience was the panel discussion.
Absolutely.
I still, y'all, I got chills
Just thinking about it. Yes.
thinking about it. That was like, when I tell you all that, I had no idea when we were sitting back and planning the process, and we decided, oh, I just threw in there, let's do a panel discussion. If you would have told me when we were sitting down discussing how the order of shit was going to go, we were going to do that, and it was going to have that kind of impact on everyone in the building and have long lasting effects on people, I would have said, you cuckoo, you crazy. But the panel discussion was so deep. We shut the doors to the ballroom. We were at a hotel for this first event, and we shut the doors to the ballroom, and we just let the people in the audience ask any questions that they wanted to ask. My brother revealed some things about himself, which shocked the hell out of me. The people in the audience had a safe space to say what they needed to say and ask questions. We had a panel that was open. We had a photographer at that time who just broke down in tears while he told his story. There wasn't a dry eye in this panel discussion. And Purple Rain will be hosting the panel discussion this year. And it's definitely going to get deep. So, and that is okay, because you all need this safe space. And we're going to take the time for you all to have that safe space. So yeah, that, Dani, you were there for that. You were.
Yeah, and at that time I was fairly new in the lifestyle. So for me to experience that was like, it definitely was a mind-blowing experience, because the first thing that you think, and this is me coming from, I grew up in a very much so sheltered Christian household. Everything was the devil. I've told y'all my sex talk was, you have sex, you get pregnant, you die, you go to hell. So if that's what I am coming to this event with, that I've had tattooed in my brain since as a young person, that's what it is, to see people come out. Shut up. He'll say some Jesus wept. Shut up. Because he's met my mother. But to see people come to this event and actually feel that this is a safe space, that you can actually have conversations with somebody, you can flirt with somebody and not feel like it's a big, oh my goodness. The knowledge that I received, like the last show that we did, I came with negotiations. I did not understand that what happened at the EEE the last time was a negotiation. I didn't know that. But knowing that that's what it was, remembering what that was, it was beautiful. It was great. I felt safe. I did not feel like there was a possibility that something could go wrong. I did not. And I'm a person that I'm going for the worst case scenario so that I can have a solution, so that if I need to do some shit to protect some shit, I can do that. I did not feel the need to do that. I felt that I was listened to. I felt that I was heard. I felt that I was cherished. And I know that might be a very serious word, but I felt like the people there cared. They cared for themselves, and yet they cared for you as well. And that to me is very much so important, because when I want to let my hair down, I don't want to worry about shit.
And I think that goes for everybody. When you come into a space of eroticism, and that's why I want people to, that's the other thing I want people to understand. I'm about eroticism. And if you don't know the definition of the word, please go look it up, because when you do that, you'll understand more about why I do what I do and how I do things. I never talk about sex. I don't have to. If we've created the atmosphere, the rest will follow. I don't have to talk about we gonna have fucking going on. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. I ain't gotta tell y'all everything that's going. We're not. The Erotic 7 is not gonna tell you everything that's going on at this event. Number one, we don't have enough time.
That part.
Okay, that's why there's
That
a list
fucking
out
part.
there. There's a list of the classes and seminars. There's a list already. All you have to do is go look at it, pick out what you want to do. You know, we're not gonna sit here and go through, read, learn, understand. There's a lot that's gonna go on in 2 days. Something's going on with Jasmine's phone, so she's trying to get it.
But she's still here. She's still here. So if y'all want to ask her questions, she will definitely let us know what the answer is. So
Yeah,
she's still with us.
She's still with us.
She's still present.
But yeah, just being in an atmosphere where, number one, you feel safe. Number two, you have people that are educated and aren't just doing shit willy-nilly. I'm not going to have that. I won't tolerate that. As a dominatrix, because I am a dominatrix, I don't care if you're a dom or a dommy, or you've done this for 10 years, you've done it for 2 years, you did it for 50 years. You doing something wrong at my event, I'm going to check you. And if you can't handle that, you can get the fuck out, because we're not going to have anyone thinking that you are more superior. Because I do know some people that are like that. They get that in that headspace and lose their mind. I'm going to help you find it.
Because don't think that we do not have security
right
at this event. We definitely have security, and that security got us.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to point, and you can just be exited out. We're not going to argue. We're not going to fight. We're not going to do none of those kinds of things.
Yeah, we're going to be like Chris Rock and the head of state. Security!
Right. We want everybody to come in and have a good time. I don't want people to get into that headspace where I'm this. And no, the only person
be brought down to size.
The only person that gets to do I'm this is the person that's putting all of this together, and that's the Erotic 7 and myself, and the one that's spending all the money. That's myself and some of our the people that bought tickets, as well as the vendors. Those are the people that get to go, okay, but we can talk to you, we can get you right here, and we're gonna be fine. We want everybody to have fun. We're working on so many different components to this event. I just want to have a good time. I just want to be running. I'm going to figure it out. I don't do good, but I'm going to figure out how to get up and down them stairs, up to both floors. I'm going to work on that. I've been working my legs already so I can get the strength built up.
We'll have them carry you if need be. Don't worry about it.
I'm going up and down them bitches. The stuff. The poles will be, I can tell you this, the poles will be downstairs. So for those of you that are looking for the poles, that's probably one of the first things you're going to see. The poles is going to be downstairs. I can tell you that. Up on the second floor.
It's the one on the page, Me Joy. Am I saying that right? My Joy or Me Joy? It's definitely on the page, Ebony Erotic Experience 2023 on Facebook. Or you can go to get your ticket.
Eventbrite. Go out to Eventbrite. It's under Ebony Erotic Experience. The second coming, second is spelled out SECOND. Coming is spelled CUMMING. Burlesque edition.
Get your ticket. Get your ticket. All you got to do is get 2 tickets, one for you and Miss Judy. And bring your ass.
Where the clothes?
Come on, grab your tickets. I need to see 2 tickets. I need to see that you got 2 tickets. Thank you. Please and thank you.
Because we're not going to tell you where they are.
They're going to be there.
No, I'm going to tell you this. They'll be on the second floor. They be on the second floor. Okay. That's all I'm telling you.
The directions will be on when you get there. So buy the tickets and show the fuck up.
We don't tell the location because it's a private venue. It's a private venue, all. It's a private venue. It is 2 floors. It is 2 floors. Like a treasure map.
When you get there, you will get a treasure map. Come on. I'm trying to tell you. All you got to do is purchase your 2 tickets and bring your ass. And we got all the rest of it taken care of. Just come on. Y'all too, let's go.
Exactly.
BP, if you can see this, bring your ass too. And your woman. So I should see 4 tickets coming from there. From my life and shit people. Thank you.
And let me just tell you all, the tickets are $225 per person.
2 days.
For 2 days. It includes all your food at the venue. And honey, Erotic 7, we eat. We ain't having no. It ain't gonna just be some celery sticks. It's some chips
bougie.
and dip.
I'm too bougie for that.
It's not chips and dip. There's not. It's gonna be a little more than chips and dips and chicken wings. Okay, it's gonna be more than that.
Come on,
in a veggie
we might have some lemon pepper for you, Nas. We might have some lemon pepper, might. But come on, buy your tickets. No, we don't do White Castle. No,
nobody will be at the building then. Are you
kidding? JewCee,
yeah.
JewCee. I saw something today because that just reminded me when he said White Castle. So King Noir and Just Eddie Jasmine, they did a podcast and they were talking about the food that is served at these events that people eat. And two of the things that they said, all of these little, salads and stuff that are mayonnaise based. Among all the other little bitty things that you probably wouldn't want to eat if you're going to be partaking.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that.
No. There will be no beans.
We don't do that.
There will be no beans.
We want to keep it clean and as fresh smelling as we can have it.
Yeah, we'll have some really good food.
Yes, Purple Rain said, buy the tickets now. Let's go.
Right.
You know what? In the corner again. Judy put him in the corner again. He got another 5 minutes.
You got another 5. No, you got 10 this time because
okay, 10. Hey,
second violation tonight.
Miss JewCee has spoken. You got 10 minutes in the corner.
Second violation tonight.
How you do it? Second violation, technical.
Out.
Offsides.
Right. Holding. No.
Oh yeah, so we will definitely be doing some holding.
Right. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. And remember, this is a burlesque theme, guys. So
I would like to see my gentlemen. I would love to see my guys, my fellas. Please come on, play the part. Can I see my men in some zoot suits and some burlesque themselves? Let me get them some spinners that I can pop on you. Come on.
Suspenders. All you gotta do is wear slacks and suspenders. That's
I mean, with a nice little white beater or a tank top. I don't like saying white beater. I really don't.
But you can do a little tank top, a little undershirt, whatever you want to call it.
Let me see you in a button up and a tie. Let me take that shit off with my teeth, please.
I'm a button. Look, I'm gonna have to pay y'all because I like that's a fetish of mine. I don't even know if is there a fetish name for that? Because I like to do that. That just turns me on, biting the buttons off.
I like the reaction.
I just like button the button. Just don't inhale too much because you could swallow.
That part.
You could swallow.
That part. We don't need no choking.
Right.
No choking.
Right. Or just rip it off. Yeah. Okay. So, buttons everywhere. Buttons everywhere. I can just see it now. Buttons everywhere. So yeah. So we do plan on having a lot of fun with this event. That's one thing for sure, and 2 things for certain. It is definitely going to be worth your money. We have not even finished announcing all of our guests. So go out to Eventbrite. You can also put it in by the date, and you can also put it in by the city. So it's in Cleveland, Ohio. The date is October 27th and 28th. Right now, we have the 2-payment plan. If you all see the 3-payment plan on there, you had to already have started that. So that is almost over. But we do have the 2-payment plan that you can do. And then also you can just pay in full for your ticket. She
My
says,
Joy got her ticket. Yes.
all right.
Let's go.
And here's the thing. We're going to have a good time.
Hell yeah. Regardless,
we're going to have a good time, but we really hope that everyone will show up. Once again, this is October 27th and 28th. It is the Ebony Erotic Experience, the Second Coming Burlesque Edition. It will be held in Cleveland, Ohio, October 27th and 28th. On tap so far. I keep saying that because we still have a ways to go to announce some more people. But on tap so far, we have Lady V and D Black from Atlanta, Georgia.
Woo!
They are a swingers couple, as well as sexuality coaches, as well as they'll be teaching face-sitting classes. Yes. All the way from Barbados, we will have the passion poet himself, Mr. Robert Gibson. If you are on our Ebony Erotic Experience 2023 group page on Facebook, you can see some of his writings, and all I tell everybody is get your puppy pad ready. And fellas, you can thank him later. In addition, Mr. Passion Poet is also a Dom. So he's going to be on that panel discussion that we're going to have for the men. So like I said, we're catering to everyone. We want the men to know that we're going to have some stuff just especially for you to attend. Then we have Roxy on the pole. She is one of the top Midwest pole instructors and fitness instructors, as well as female entertainers. And she is just a whole bowl of chocolate beauty. Okay.
You ain't, I don't know if they ready for that though. I don't know.
If you didn't see her pictures, I don't know what to tell you. But
if you also did not tune into our episode with her when we were on Blog Talk.
And she's ready to come back and be on the show again. So
let's go.
And we have hosting the event, Mr. Hood Raised from Chicago, Illinois. Mr. Ollie Woods will be in the house. And he's also a erotic author. He has won some awards for his erotic poetry. And he's a regular author and won awards for that. And he's a fantastic host. If you are in the Chicago area, make sure you check out his location, The Nest. It is the place to be for some eroticism, okay? In addition, we have all the way from Indianapolis, Indiana. My girl is coming to have some fun with us. We have Miss Hollywood in the house, and she is a female comedian, and this is her first time. We're going to pop her cherry real good, okay? So she's about to go, boom! She's going to have a fun time with us, and I'm sure she got plenty of jokes, okay? I'm so sure. And then on top of that, all the way from Florida, the king and queen themselves of erotica will be in the house for us once again. Returning to EEE, we have King Noir and Jet Setting Jasmine. So very excited about our lineup so far.
I'm practicing.
So
yes, I'm practicing.
Lorenzo says, I can't attend, but would like to offer my services in some manner.
I am not happy about that. I think you need to change that. I said what I said.
Lorenzo, you done made Siren upset. You need to.
I'm not happy.
I can see Lorenzo's face. He said he's gonna have to figure something now. What we want you guys to do is please get your tickets. We stop the ticket sales on October 13th. That's it. That's the end. And Lorenzo said, I'm in your studio now. Hang on. Lorenzo, I'm bringing you on. Okay, come on.
Let's go. Come on, because I need something like, how you going to do me like this?
Hello, sir.
You cannot. So I feel like I have been teased.
Oh yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Who's it? Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
Ah, we're done.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, that's right.
Look at her.
Take another little swig of that water that she has. There you go. There you go.
Hello, sir. How are you this evening?
Yeah. Hello to all the ladies there.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah, like
much.
I said, I'm not going to be able to attend, but you'll give me a few lines or something, and I could run a little promo for you or something like that.
Oh yeah, with that voice. Look, she don't keep your shirt on, Dani. Dani, stop. She getting sure. Keep your shirt on. Keep your shirt on.
I don't even know what to do right now. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, go ahead and do
Well,
it.
go ahead and take your shirt off. But I want to thank you personally because just letting you all know, Lorenzo has definitely been sharing the event. And so I really, really do appreciate that. And let everybody know, we're going to give you a couple of seconds here because
Please.
you are up for an award and need some votes. I know I did my part. I can go do it again and again.
Wait. I didn't get no information to vote. Wait, hold up.
Okay, so sir, would you like to take the floor and tell us all about that?
Yeah, I appreciate your vote. I'm up for a social media influencer on the ASN Awards. So you could go to ASN Awards on Twitter. And that's going to be a nice award show. I'll be doing that. I think I'm doing the voice for the award show, something like that. So the next time you do your event, the Ebony Erotic Experience,
Ooh.
we might be able to either do hosting, me and my lady do the hosting, or you may just have something for us to do.
Definitely, we will keep you definitely in the loop because we're looking to make this a regular every year event. And one of the things that has happened in the midst of doing all of this is that the venues that we are using would like to have us back already. So that is something we're very excited about. So that cuts down on, you don't understand how much it cuts down on when you're able to have people. And I want everyone to know that the venue that you will be at is also owned by a person of color. It is a Black-owned business. Okay.
So I'm gonna need him to make this up to me. You don't have a choice. You have to make this up to me because you were supposed to do this event.
Dani.
Nope.
Tell me what you want.
Wrong name.
Irene, well, what word do you want whispered in your ear?
All of it.
All of it.
Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to go to the corner. And all of a sudden, this show done became
all of it.
Nasty.
No, seriously, JewCee, people don't realize how tough it is to put on a performance like you're doing, from behind the scenes to everything. So, I give the appreciation for what you are. I hope people really appreciate the hard work you do to put this thing together. I've done a lot of events, and you're regulating 10 to 20 to 30 people, and that's not counting who's coming to the event. And you're pulling it off. So we'll watch it.
Thank you so much. Well, and I appreciate that because we behind the scenes, I couldn't do this. I want everybody to understand I'm not doing this by myself. The Erotic 7 is made up of some absolutely wonderful women of color, and their input and their support. Sometimes it's just about their support. Gets me through these days, and I swear to God, I'm going on vacation right after this bitch is over. But
you want to come with me? You want to come with me?
I'm going somewhere. I think I'm going somewhere where it's tropical. And No,
So she's gonna go with me because I'm trying to go to Costa Rica right after.
no cell phone, can't work, something, no speaking English.
Or
Okay.
Honduras, one of the two.
So
Yeah.
and for me, this event is definitely a labor of love. The first time we put it on, not to share all my business, but just to let folks know, I wasn't going to stop. I actually was, unbeknownst to me at the time, it kind of popped up. I found out I was pregnant, and unfortunately, I had a miscarriage right before like we're talking days before the event.
I remember.
Yeah, Siren was with me, so it's something that's near and dear to my heart, and it's something that my team had my back because I really needed them for those 2 days that we did this the first time. And they've never left my side. We've been planning this. I want everybody to understand this too. COVID put a damper on this. We were supposed to do this in 2020.
Yep.
But COVID hit.
Shut us all the way to hell down.
Right. The whole country went down and the whole world went down. I had people literally inboxing me going, "Are you still having it? Are you still doing it? Are you still?" I'm like, didn't you hear about COVID? It's spreadable, and I can't get y'all to put on a condom, so how am I gonna get you to put on a mask? Let me just go with that.
That part.
So we tabled this. We got through COVID. We went a little extra longer, and then finally at the end of the year, because enough people had been bugging me, that I decided to reach out to everybody and let's put the band back together and let's do it. And everybody came back. We even got a few extras, and we're rolling with this. We just need y'all to get your tickets. We've done the hard part.
Let's go.
Y'all got the easy part. You pay $225 and have a hell of a good time. And since it's a private venue, it's a private event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you understand, wait, because the first one was at a hotel and we kind of had to share a little bit, like the lobby and shit. So, like, if we walked out the door, we kind of had to, like, cover. We ain't got to do that this time. We ain't got to do that this time.
There's going to be some booty shaking, some asses out, some titties out. You can wear pasties. You don't have to wear pieces.
You ain't even got to wear pasties if you don't want to.
We don't even care. Put a robe
We
on.
don't care. We do not.
Whatever. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. And we really hope that everybody will get the opportunity to join us. Go get your tickets. Stop playing with me and my emotions. Get your tickets. Because really, I really want to sell out like really early. Because I want to take a couple of weeks just to like, oh, thank you, I'm done.
Oh, you're gonna do that anyway. We already know you're going to do. I'm looking at you. You're going to do that anyway.
I got to. But I love this. This is so much fun.
We remember the last time. No, you, my dear.
Yes. I am preparing myself. I am getting ready to start in July to wind down.
And I already know that the crew is we are all there.
Yes, we actually, just so you guys know, the crew is all coming to Cleveland, as many of us as we can get. And we're going to have that live. We're going to broadcast that live as we do the walkthrough of the venue. So you guys are going to get to see a little bit you're going to get to see the venue. Of course, it won't be, decorated the way it's going to be, but you'll get an idea of the size and why we're doing what we're doing. You'll get to see the vision. I think that'll be very, very exciting. People will get to see the vision, and that'll get you guys even more excited about this event. You'll probably be like, hurry up, October. So,
and I've already started getting my outfits together. My ticket will be bought next month. I'm coming from LA and I'm trying to bring at least 10 people with me.
All for it. I'm all for it.
At least.
So we're going to have a good time. My Joy said that voice. She's talking about you, sir.
Absolutely. And so now, my Joy, you understand why I'm upset that he's not coming. Like but he is definitely going to make it up to me.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Thank
Just
you. I appreciate that.
How did this all become about you? Wait a minute. Hold up.
Oh.
Breaks.
Okay, so you're gonna make it up to us.
Thank you. The more the merrier. The more the merrier.
But I need something special for me just because I'm just that person. It is what it is. But you're gonna make it up to all of us.
I'll make it happen. Gotta throw, you said, My Joy in the mix too, then why not?
Yeah, she can be there too. Yes, you gotta make it up to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
It's everybody.
Just record some shit to me that I can go to sleep off of. Don't play with me.
We got YD over here. YWD is on here. I don't.
I'm recording.
That is Mr. Why Not.
Oh.
Yes, that is definitely Mr. Why Not.
Wasn't he on with us a few weeks ago? I think so.
He has been on with us since the beginning.
And then we have that's it. That's who's decided to come.
So we got Nas and Miss Judy. Get your tickets. Let's go. BP and your lady. Let's go. Why not? I'm gonna put you in a category with Mr. Lorenzo. If you don't show up, you got to make it up to me. I said what I said.
And the gauntlet has been thrown down. Whammo! And once again, Lorenzo, tell everybody they need to go out on Twitter to vote for you.
Yeah.
And where to find you.
You could find me on Twitter, Lorenzo4016 on Twitter. And you'll see on the line my advertisements for the ASN Awards. That'll be in Vegas, August 2nd through August 6th.
Say that Twitter name again.
ASN Awards.
No, the Twitter name. Your Twitter name.
Lorenzo4016.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can get me on Twitter.
I kind of want to know what that number means, but we'll wait.
Yeah.
We'll wait. I'm intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let y'all do your sidebar. I'm gonna go on. Let's scoot on up.
Yeah, but watch it. I might read her bedtime story now. And she's up in the chair too. Like,
oh Lord, here we go.
See, this is why we need Purple Rain up in here, because she'll be the first one to be like, siren.
Oh my goodness. Well, we definitely appreciate you popping on here with us, Lorenzo. I'm gonna let you go back and listen, because my poor Miss Siren is all messed up right now.
It's the voice. It's the voice.
All it takes.
It's the voice, and it makes you think of the things that can be said, and then from the things that can be said, the things that could be done, and then it's a rabbit hole.
There you go. It is. You have been warned.
Duly noted.
And I also want to mention, just so everybody knows, that Lorenzo follows us faithfully on Monday nights.
We love him.
We do appreciate him so much, and he's a dom, and he's a dom like I'm a dominatrix. Where kind of, maybe you could call it a little bit old school, but
we'll say seasoned.
I'll say seasoned. Yeah, that's good. But we'll say trained. How about that?
Ooh.
How about that?
Clap back.
How about that?
That was a clap back for sure.
I'm just saying, you all wanted me to come back into this, so I'm coming back into it, and I'm not coming back into it lightly. Authentic, he says. I like that. I like that word, authentic.
Yes.
If you want me to come back into it, I'm not coming back into it lightly, because I am honestly, I have been watching and listening and studying and seeing, and from Facebook to Twitter to Instagram, I'm to being on, and even some of these people that want to be, oh Jesus Christ, excuse me, Lord, but some of these people that want to be slaves, and that's what I want to call you, wannabe slave. And then you gonna tell me, I'm like, if you don't sit your dumb butt down, hold up, this is not
right, Lorenzo. Too much garbage.
Oh,
too much.
Well, we about to come in and clean house. We about to sweep and dust
and be sitting there looking at you like.
I have had to block so many of these wannabe slaves. It's not fun. How you don't get to tell me nothing. We'll chit chat, we'll talk, we'll get to know, we'll see if you fit. And if it's
you make no demands,
you don't get to. I don't know how you going. I'm a submissive. I'm a slave. No, you're not. You don't even know.
I had to learn that myself. I had to learn that.
Yeah. No, you're not. Because first of all, you're like this. I do have to admit, though, I have to say I'm excited, sort of, a little. I finally have, I believe, one slave. I will let you suck and such.
Do we need to put him in the corner?
As I call them, Amazon doms and slaves.
Oh, such and such. I got it.
Oh, okay. I was doing such and such.
I'm like, wait, do we got to put him in the corner? Hold on.
Typo.
We got it now. Okay. We got it. We got it.
Oh my God. Yeah, there have been so many. I'm like, y'all watching too much television, too many movies. This is not how it works. But one of the 19 say yeah.
And for 1995, you can get all of this.
All of this, right.
With a value of.
And then when you get it, it's like from China, and it was like all like little tiny pieces. Okay,
shit. Like what the fuck?
Pleather, no, we can't.
Did you say pleather?
I said pleather.
Ooh,
the pleather whips, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, and I'm finding it amusing. I'll tell you the other thing that I'm finding amusing, Lorenzo, and you might be able to identify with this, is that so many of these new doms that are out, or whatever the case may be, or dominatrixes feel the need, and I'm, and I understand what you're trying to do. I get it. I do get it. But some of you might be going about it kind of a little bit of the wrong way. I just feel, and that's my personal opinion. You do you. I'm not, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. It's just not something that I would do. It's not the way I would do it. But vetting should not just be, we're going to sit down and chit chat and find out what you know and what you don't know.
Please can we talk? Is this our grab bag right here? Because that is something that actually does need to be talked about, because just because you tell me you're a dom don't mean shit to me.
Right. But see, back in the day, you had to be with another known dom or dominatrix in order to do anything, to go to a dungeon, to go.
I'm still here.
He said didn't even know that vetting is. Didn't know what vetting is. They jump into situations. Yeah. Sometimes we get to the point where vetting is just simply, to me, vetting is not enough. I need to know, can you control yourself in a situation? I have seen in the past few years, I've gone to some more events. I've been going slowly but surely, kind of getting back into this. I've wanted to get back into it for a while. But I've seen even doms out of control, have no kind of control. And you're the one that needs to have the most control, have none. And that part bothers me. I've had young ladies that, especially since I do Uber a lot, I've had young ladies that are in my car, and one young lady said, oh yeah, I'm with this dom, but I don't know if I like it or not, because but I'm gonna go back to him. What? Well, what did he do? Well, my eyes were red, my eyes were bloodshot because he choked me too much. basically choked her too long, choked her too hard. Her eyes were bloodshot. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Choked her wrong. So if they don't know what they're doing, are they really considered a dom?
Well, if you're with that person,
or
that's
the dynamic situation.
To that person that is a sub or a slave, and they're kind of under, for lack of a better term, under their influence, they feel that this person is a dom in their mind,
so that's
because
they
don't know they don't understand anything different. So it says they themselves have the power of definition. Untrained fake dom, yes. Not fake becoming, not a fake becoming dom, still learning and growing. Some people get into this field because or they think they are, without really understanding. And I'm with Lorenzo in the fact that I was a submissive for almost 20 years before I knew I was a switch. And I took the teachings of my dom and started to learn more about being a dominatrix. But I mean, like I said, my first dom, I studied for 6 months before we even met. 6 months of, like, every day I had an assignment, every night I had an assignment. I had things to read and learn and understand, because I needed to find out what type of a submissive I was. I'm submissive to sex. I am not submissive for anything. I have a household. I have a business. I have this. I have that I have to do. So I had to figure it out, and I figured it out what it was. I do enjoy waiting on my man. I do enjoy making food for my friends and family and serving and all that kind of stuff. I do enjoy that kind of stuff. I do enjoy submitting, but I only submit to one. I do not submit to multiples. So each person is a little bit different, and it is okay to be different and to know who and what you are. And don't let anyone tell you you have to be a certain way in this lifestyle. I definitely want to make sure people understand that. And that's why EEE is so important. You all are going to get to come in and talk and hear from people that have been in this lifestyle for a very long time, explain to you that you don't have to be a certain way. And I think it's very difficult if you're trying to vet someone. I'm not going around flogging people.
I'm not letting everybody flog me. I need to know you know what the fuck you doing. I have had the experience of one that knows what he is doing, and now I know.
You don't want to be. And it's about, I've been, like I said, I went to a dungeon event. I watched a dom here. My voyeur side was probably the happiest person in the room. My voyeur side was, first of all, I got to see it done correctly. I got to see the constant exchange and the constant chatting and the constant consent and the constant understanding of this is what's going to happen next. The fact that he's making sure that she still wants what she asked for at the beginning. I got to see that. I got to see that exchange. I got to see it. Oh my God, it was something. It was fabulous. It was just fabulous. And it was the way it was supposed to be done. I was so excited. And I wish my knee wasn't out. I was mad. I was in a knee brace, but it was beautiful. It was just so beautiful.
I have to get over when it's over. I don't want it to end.
No, you don't, because it feels so good. Said the anatomy isn't even learned before the body. Oh, they don't even know anatomy. No, you got people beating them on their backs, and you can damage kidneys that way,
So I'm
folks.
gonna need somebody to teach an A&P class because I've actually taken that class twice. I understand how important it actually really is to know points, to know what does what, to how you can see things. Though I'm sorry. I just had a whole moment. My bad. Go ahead.
No, but it is. You're right. It's important. Everything that we do, everything that we do is basically based in eroticism, whether people realize it or not. Everything that we do, whether it's touch, whether it's talking, whether it's eating, whether it's painting, whether it's, some things are turn-ons for different folks. And when things are done correctly and in a safe environment where people can have a great time, like, Purple Rain was just talking about vacation. You can have that great time in an environment where you feel safe and you feel like you can be your authentic self. Everyone doesn't give you a safe space. And if you ever have like that inkling, just walk away. It's okay. Just walk away. Because consent is the most important thing. Google DOMs are doing damage to people. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. No truer words have been spoken. No truer words have been spoken. Because you just can't step into this role and not know what you're. Oh, I'm going to go read a few things on this, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call myself a dom. It took me a minute to say I was a dominatrix. It took me a minute.
I'm still getting used to the idea that I'm not a submissive.
It's really, yeah.
Okay, so don't put a capital D on that. Put a lowercase d on that.
Right.
All right. I'll make sure that I do I'll do the research with the lowercase d. Not.
Well, and you're looking at people, like I said, when you step into the BDSM world. Once again, folks, I said it before and I'll say it again. If you get with the wrong person, you could get injured, you could be paralyzed, you could get, if you've got somebody tying ropes too tight, got them on your pulse points, don't have a knife handy to cut stuff off, don't have,
it's not a joke.
It is not something that you step into lightly. And I think a lot of people don't, they just get, oh, wow, but
I think I can say that if you're coming from the idea of, I don't necessarily know about this, but I have heard about this and I have fantasized this because of what I've heard, not what I know, but what I've heard. It can definitely be a thing of, okay, so I hear that someone can take control of me. And if you're a person that, if you can get past your trust issues, which I have them, the idea of being safe with someone to be able to help, teach, instruct how to get to this thing that I've been told that you can get to, that's giving the person. BDSM is about trust, not pain, and that right there. So for me, I'm a person, I'm not necessarily, I can't say that I don't like pain no more. I used to be able to say that I don't like pain. It's this kind of pain. So if you are a person like me that I did not like pain, the idea of a dom scared the fuck out of me, if I'm honest.
Mm-hmm.
It scared me because I thought that the dom was someone who liked to inflict pain to get a response or a reaction. Not the idea of the dom is there in essence to be that safe space that will give you, or that you will be able to experience, not necessarily give, but you'll be able to experience pleasures that you didn't necessarily know how to compute, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So to the idea of you have the fake doms or the doms who don't know, fake doms who don't know, they're just saying, or lowercase d, whatever you want to call it. The idea of that is the part that puts the fear in those of us who explore or have the idea of, well, what they are, they just there to beat your ass or whatever, and you have to love that and you have to want that. Now, I don't necessarily want you to beat my ass at all. I might want a little sting, I might want a little sensation or whatever, but I don't. You hit me. If I don't hit you back in that moment, believe me, you're gonna get hit back. It's coming.
And like you said, like we said before, it's about consent, and it's also about control. But to give somebody that kind of trust, you're giving somebody trust over your pain and pleasure.
I love safe
And
space.
and a lot of times, if you are with someone that like I said, this young lady, I'm trying to talk her out of being in this type of relationship because he's not supposed to make the blood vessels in your eyes burst. That's not
Ooh.
supposed to happen.
Elaborate.
Unless that's something that you want to happen. If that was something that you wanted, that's one thing. If it's, I said, were you using your safe word? She's like, yeah, but he wasn't listening. Don't ever go to him again, period. Don't ever try to see him again. Don't ever, because there was no aftercare. There was no, you're busy making her, there's none of that. There was none of that. He just into a power thing, and that's fine. You be into a power thing, but you're not going to be into a power thing with me, because it can come. That to me is abuse.
Absolutely.
That turns into abuse. That's crossing the line. And substance slaves, when you step into this lifestyle, please understand that you all should be having conversations before your sessions start, and you should be having conversations after your sessions are over. There should be aftercare. It should be happening. And if you missed our show on consent, go back and look at it,
please,
because Mistress Crush gave, although it was kind of broke up because of her location, but she gave a great talk on consent and how important it is to understand how you get consent. And the consent goes throughout the session. It's not just what you all talked about at the beginning of the session or before the session started. It continues throughout the whole session. It never stops. Consent never stops. So
I think what I just heard from what you just said, consent is key.
Yeah, it is. It is, because you don't want somebody doing something to you that you don't want them doing to you. When you decide that I'm going to relinquish this control and I'm going to let this person do what they're going to do to me, whether it's handcuffing me, whether it's tying me up, whether it's spanking me, whether it's
choking me and pulling my fucking hair.
Okay, or it's that. Or it's a moment, mine might be fucking me till I squirt all over the place and I have absolutely no liquid left in my body. None whatsoever. Then, yeah, that's why we keep big cups of water by the bed. So if I'm lucky enough to get a sip in, and so
keep it on deck.
Yeah. He says there is no, Lorenzo says there is no physical or mental interaction without consent. Exactly. And like I said, the consent is continuous. I think that's something that we need to also hit on. It's continuous throughout the session, because most doms or domes or dominatrixes will check on their sub or their slave to make sure that everything is going as planned. Everything, are you good? How's that feel? Are you feeling, and I saw that. I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. I do know how this is supposed to
But
be
something
done.
that he just said was something that is that I think about. Consent changes, because I might be like, yes, I think I want to try this, and I think I'm gonna like it, and in my mind I'm there, but when I actually feel it, it's like, wait, that's not what I
Imagined. Yeah, right. That's why you got to stop.
we can't do that. So what you just said, as far as consent changes, that is something that needs to be known, because you have people who come into the lifestyle and they feel like, okay, well, if this is what it is, and that's what I have to agree to. No, you might have come in thinking that, oh, I'm gonna love this. Like, I might have thought that, if I'm honest with you, I did not think that I was gonna like being choked. If you came to me before it happened, if you told me, Siren, you were gonna like being choked, I was gonna tell you, you a fucking lie. Get the fuck out of my face. But then when it happened, when I tell you,
Mm. Yeah.
yeah.
You have to,
Go ahead, JewCee.
when you have people, I was in Lorenzo just brought up a good point. That's why you need to ask about people's past experiences and their triggers. And I have a trigger. You cannot hold me down. You cannot pin me down. I was pinned down and raped. So I can't stand anyone holding my wrists. And the crazy thing is some of the time, some triggers you don't even know you have. I know I've experienced a couple that I didn't even know I had. I have a trigger about stuff around my neck because evidently when I was a baby and I was in my mommy's womb, the umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck. So I've never liked anything like y'all see me low cut. This one is stretched out, so it doesn't bother me. But usually I cut these off. I don't have a lot of my t-shirts are just don't have a collar on them. People are wondering, huh? That's why I don't like anything on.
And that right there, what he just said, is something that has been on my brain in regards to us as people of color, melanated folks,
Mm-hmm.
and what we've been through in this country when it comes to whips and chains and being dominated, master slave, however you want to put it. I can admit that that's been something that in my mind, I'm like, I'm taught that it's supposed to be not good because of this. But no, if you are a random person and you decide you want to put your hands around my neck, I'm kicking you, I'm punching you, you're going to die. But if you are someone that can, and you do that,
Well, and the thing of it is just like with myself, with my first dom, when we were coming up with titles and things that I should call him, one of the first ones he had was Master. I couldn't say it. I couldn't call him Master. I couldn't, and I didn't know why. I just knew it didn't feel comfortable coming out of my mouth, and it still doesn't. And then I found out why. My ancestry is from slaves. My fifth great grandmother was raped by her master. So I have slave blood in me, and it's not a word that I'm not going to be using that.
And what he just said in regards to being slapped, I've been slapped one time by a man. And if I'm honest with you, I froze. I did not like it at all. I froze in the moment. And this has been something that has been here in my brain, and I'm like, no. But in the moment, I did not know how, and I guess does that go to like your safe words and feeling completely? I'm asking you as a sexologist.
Yeah.
In regards to, I had an experience where I was slapped. I did not like that, but I froze.
You were probably shocked. more than anything else. You
I
were probably
definitely
like,
was. I
it was
definitely was, and didn't know what to do with that.
right. And you weren't prepared, you didn't know it was coming, and the next thing you know, you're kind of in shock, and your mind is trying to process what just took place.
Is there a way to, with that, because it's not necessarily okay, so I do understand the idea that someone may do something that they like, they don't know that you don't like that, because certain conversations don't always happen. It's in real time.
But see, that's why it's so important. My favorite word, my favorite
Clear, concise communication.
clear, concise communications. And usually in this type of a relationship, we have discussed the scenario. That's what's supposed to take place. We have discussed what's going to transpire during our 30-minute session or our 60-minute session. And if we veer off of that, then we start, you were talking about negotiating. We are talking about that along the way. We are consenting along the way. Do you want more? Do you still, like the couple that I just saw, she stated at the beginning she wanted a mark. Okay. That was her statement at the beginning of the session. Now, going through the session, as he's warming up the skin, as it's getting a little more intense, as it's getting more and more and more, he's constantly reassuring and getting more permission, for lack of a better term, to continue. And yes, and making sure that this is something that she still wants. You still want a mark. You still want a mark. You still want a mark. Now we're well into the session. And, it's about that time to give her that mark, making sure this is because you've built up. You've built
that
up.
Mark, what is that?
In other words, she wanted to have a whelp.
Okay.
Like a whelp, or she even
reminder.
Right. Something that she can look at later on.
Copy. Okay. That makes sense.
To or and at he drew some blood, a little bit of blood. So you have your mark, and she's okay with everything. He's making sure that she's okay with what he's doing. And then she wanted another mark on the other side, but said not quite the same, maybe a little less on this side than what you put on this side. Because on this side, we drew a little bit of blood. On this side, she wanted just a nice red mark. And that's what she got. And everybody's happy. Everybody's happy.
It's consented to, so I can't be upset about that.
It's a constant communication. It's a constant talking and making sure that this is we're good. We're still on track for what you want, and this is still what you want. You haven't changed your mind, because sometimes it might be a little bit much. Maybe you wanted to mark before everything started, but once everything got going, maybe you don't want the mark as much anymore. You're enjoying all of the other stuff that's going on and all the other tingling and wonderful things that are going on to your body. That might just be enough for you that evening or in that session. You may not still want the mark, but he made sure along the way that every few minutes he kept asking and making sure. And she was like, yes, and yes, and yes. So that's how it is. That's in you. And when you were kind of talking about a negotiation, this is also part of negotiation, to keep that constant conversation going, that back and forth throughout the session, to make sure that everybody's on the same page of the playbook.
So I put a statement up that said, people don't know what you know, and to give yourself grace as well as other people. And to me, that falls in line with what you're saying, because the thing is that and this stuff does happen real time, and I'm understanding that now, because I'm realizing what I've experienced. I may have thought I liked this, but when it happened in this situation, it wasn't that. Or I may have thought that I didn't like this, but in this situation, I was like, oh. So to me, that's a human behavior thing. That is something that you need to actually be paying attention to. So your doms, your domains are paying attention to those things because they want to make sure that you feel safe in that. They may do, because you're not going to talk about every fucking thing. It's not that and in my personal opinion, I don't think that it's really fair to believe that you're going to talk about everything before it happens. Sometimes things happen and you're like, wait, like I said, me being choked, before it happened, you wasn't choking me. Fuck you. I'm still on you in your face. I'm kicking you in your nuts and you getting the fuck up out of here. But I had one person do it and I'm like, whew. So I think I'm saying we need to give ourselves grace as well as other people, but having your boundaries be what they are and you being clear on what they are. That for you being in can I say this, considering I was told I'm not a submissive, being in a submissive state, it allows you to give I'm willing to try this, but please pay attention enough to know, no, she's not feeling that, or he's not feeling
Right.
that.
Well, that's what Lorenzo just said. Authentic ones are paying attention to your breathing,
Yes.
pace,
I didn't read that.
the pace of your voice, your body movements, etc. In other words, it's not so much when I'm having a session. It's granted, I'm going to be excited to have the session. I am, but there is a certain amount of turn on for me as well. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. Okay, but once you're with and you've talked about and you've said this and this is what we're doing, and even if you shift a little bit during the session, there's still that constant communication. It's okay to shift. It's okay to say, I don't I'm not feeling that, or no, or using your why did I just lose my train of thought? But using your words to say no, red, yellow.
I can't be mad at you because I had a whole thought with what you just said, and I went somewhere else, and I was in a whole other.
So you might you have to use your words, your safety words, and the dame or the dom's job is to listen, is to hear you, is to know, get to know you, to know that, okay, well, this isn't working because we're talking about it along the way. You're watching their body. If they're not squirming, or if they're over squirming, or if they're going out, or they're jumping, there's certain things that you want to do. Maybe you need to calm them down a little bit. Maybe you need to back off a little bit with whatever it is that you're doing. Just if you're flogging them and you're really getting it, take it back a little bit. Give them a chance to, because it's a lot when you get your nerve endings on a million, okay, and your nerve endings are everywhere, and there all these wonderful sensations are going through your body, because you're being treated with such pain and pleasure at the same time. There's a lot going on, and sometimes you need a little pause or need a little breath, and then we keep it moving. But all of this is part of the 3 C's: clear, concise communication. You have to be talking, you have to be interacting, whether it's walking up beside your sub or slave and whispering to them in their ear, are you okay? Whether it's asking them, are you okay? How do you feel? Da da da. However you do it, but the main thing is that I get pleasure out of making sure that your pleasure and pain are what you want them to be. And there should be, even though you might have an hour session, or we're going to do an hour session today, sometimes that hour session might take 2 hours. It might take a little extra time. Sometimes, like Lorenzo said, you don't want to rush things. You don't want to, we're just going to start out. And that's what I'm watching. I'm watching some of these people we're just going to start out beating your ass. No, there's no warm up. There's no, I'm flogging from left field like I'm playing baseball. No.
You get hit back in that same manner.
No, you're gonna get the police call. No, that is not being.
And I got those that got other guns other than my guns.
Well, and the thing of it is, we want people to understand when you step into this lifestyle, we want you to be safe. We want you to enjoy it and have a good time. We want you to make sure that you have the right person for the right job, that this is what you really want to happen to you. And that only comes through with clear, concise communication. And it truly only comes through with a dom or dominatrix that listens and is really into watching and making sure that you're in a safe environment to enjoy what is happening to you. So on that note, because girl, we've been on here almost 2 hours tonight.
Ooh.
Come back, okay? Just to come back.
And I ain't even wound down from work yet.
And Lorenzo, so true. Lorenzo says, and we'll say this in closing, there is so much pleasure in bringing the person's whole mind, body, and soul in tune to the interaction. Yes, it is.
That right there,
quite rewarding.
Absolutely fucking amazing.
Quite rewarding. So, Miss Siren,
I cannot hear what you just said. Whatever you just said, I did not hear you.
I said, Miss Siren, we coming back. We back on Monday. So
yes, and Purple Rain will be with us.
Right. She had some technical difficulties.
We gonna get this right. We're gonna get it right. I promise. We're gonna get it right.
Yeah, we just getting back on Monday night. So we'll be back next Monday night. Okay.
Even if I am running in from work, I'll be here with bells on.
Right. And then I'm traveling for the weekend. Hello, Naptown. I'm going to be at the Gay Pride Festival in Indianapolis, Indiana. I am teaming up with my girl Roxy on the pole. We're going to have some pole dancing going on.
Hey, Roxy.
We're going to have my table there with all kinds of toys and, all kinds of stuff. And we'll
be trying to give y'all some footage from LA Pride. Let me try. I'm going to try.
We're going to be booth A5 for those of you that are looking for us. Booth A5 in Indianapolis next Saturday. So come out to the Gay Pride celebration. I got to give a shout out to the Gay Pride celebration here in Cleveland that happened over the weekend. It was fabulous. I was picking up people everywhere. It was great. It was the biggest Gay Pride celebration in Cleveland in their history. So welcome everybody that came. And I hope everybody had a great time. It was so fun. And Gay Pride Month continues for the month of June. So make sure you check out
Pride Month.
Make sure you check out some of these events. They are so interesting. You're going to learn something and just have some fun with it. So
I'm going to see if I can bring out something from LA Pride.
Okay. Well, please do. Well, guys, we're going to call it a night tonight for my wonderful co-host, Miss Siren and Miss Purple Rain. Please make sure you tune in next Monday night for another marvelous Monday on Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. We start at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 6 p.m. for our folks out on the West Coast. And for our friends and family in Barbados, we start at 10 p.m. So make sure you stick and stay and tune in. Get your tickets for the Ebony Erotic Experience out on Eventbrite. They are only $225. Remember, we got Lady V, D Black coming from Atlanta. We've got Hood Race in the house to host from Chicago. We've got our co-host, Miss Hollywood from Indianapolis. Roxy on the pole from Indianapolis, Indiana. The Passion Poet himself from Post, and our very, very special guest just confirmed and announced, we have King Noir and Jet Setting Jasmine in the house. So make sure you get those tickets out on Eventbrite at the Ebony Erotic Experience, the Second Coming Burlesque Edition, October 27th and 28th in Cleveland, Ohio. All right, guys, I will too. We'll see you soon. See you next Monday. Everybody have a great week. Go out and do something fabulous.